you to this Jake with Garbroder.
We're back on Minecraft YouTube video. Today we're gonna be back.
So today we're doing a League Cup vlog, so we don't make videos anymore, but now we make videos.
So now we have a good excuse. We were prepping for the league ball.
Yeah.
He forced me to stay up until about 1 o'clock to test with him.
I stayed up till 4 a.m. and
then
woke
we
up at
woke
7.
up like
So
I'm running on 3 hours of sleep right now.
we're here in Chantilly, Virginia at the Fantastic store. It's pretty fantastic.
With fantastic cars.
And
actually though, it's so good. I got this binder. Should I show him?
no, right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I got a binder.
We'll show you later.
They had battle compressors for like $0.25 a piece.
So in a second, we'll come back and tell you about our rounds. All right.
You doing anything with numbers?
What deck are you playing? Oh, today's
What?
League Cup we're doing is expanded. What deck are you playing, Carter?
Yes.
What deck are you playing, Carter?
Garden.
Gardevoir GX.
No, I'm playing just the old Gardevoir, obviously.
So, what did you play against in your first round?
I don't remember.
How do you not remember?
I don't know. What was I playing against?
Leticia.
Leticia. Oh yeah, she was playing yeah, Dark Turbo.
And did you win?
Without Sky Fuel. Yeah, I won that. I was really happy about that. But she did misplay the late game. I had a Curlia, and she Guzma'd it up. But I had resistance, so I lived with 10 HP, and she did 30 to like something else. So I ended up winning that just because like Guardy. And then I played against Blastoise Keldeo deck, and he did do a lot because Blastoise Keldeo, and I didn't even feel bad about it because I hexed and I felt good about that. And then I won because he got set up turn like 3 and he never got Blastoise out.
So we're at our lunch break right now, so we just finished 2 rounds. Now we're gonna move on to Greggles at Official Cheeseburger.
No, that's not real.
And
Greg is the cheeseburger. He's not.
I don't know if this is a question, but what deck were you playing today?
Dark Turbo.
We're ninja.
And what's your record right now?
1-1.
What did you play against in your first game?
Velocipod Garbode, and I beat it. I destroyed it. It was like Christmas with giving coal to all the children in the world.
What?
Alex, Marks, and Ryan in their natural habitat.
Alex, I love you.
So Greg, what about your second game?
I faced another Velocipod Garbode. Unlike the first one, he did not play Darkrai on Tropical Beach. He didn't have any fancy cards.
You played Darkrai and Tropical Beach.
Yeah, because
Why Darkrai?
he had Blend Energy. And Blend Energy counts as a Dark Energy, Psychic Energy, Grass Energy, and I think a Water Energy or Fire Energy. And, I beat that deck.
Not a
somehow.
water.
It's fire. Then I faced
That's
another
it.
one,
Yeah, game
and
2.
I lost to him because he kept coercing when I was using my Sky Field.
Right. So in my first game, I'm playing.
What deck are you playing?
I'm playing Night March. Creativity at its finest.
The Wild Greg.
Carter, can you start actually being a Garbroder? Actually, no, I don't want to. So
You kicked me out long ago.
I'm playing.
I deserve it.
I'm playing Night March.
You should let me back.
And
Let me back.
in my first game, I'm playing against Gardevoir GX, and
Garbroder's propaganda.
and I played it really well. I was able to get 4 flying flips off with Tapu Koko. Can you stop? And I just set up very well, and I played smart.
Guardy,
and I won.
Marty sucks in X-Men.
And then game 2, I played against Galissapod Garbodor, and it was not fun because I was item locked and ability locked and Karen'd, and my hand was a Ranger, 2 Shamans, and
5 Night Marchers.
5 Night Marchers. So
Top deck the Shaman. Get it right.
yeah, top deck the second Shaman. And so
Should have just top deck the Field Blower Sycamore, man.
I'm 1-1 now, and then there. Shout out to
Mark Hiku.
Shout out to Bagelman 101. Look him up on Gmail. He's a famous YouTuber.
Look him up. Look him up.
And once we have some more awesome footage, we'll let you. Alright guys, we're back from the whole tournament. We're just going to recap everything that's happened. Carter, we're going to start with you. What did you play in round 3?
Oh yeah, I played that Noivern guy
Noivern GX. Tell them about the thing with the
thing. I had a penalty for I had a penalty because I had a marked sleeve. It was on Bridget, so like yeah, it's gonna be pretty big of a problem. I had a marked sleeve, and then he ended up having to draw. He ended up drawing like 3 prize cards off of it because of the penalty. And then
You still beat him, right?
Yeah, I still beat him. I kind of wiped the floor. I end him like turn 2 and just dead. It was stupid.
What about game 4?
Game 4? I have no idea what I did next.
Okay, what about game 5?
The
The final game that you actually like played.
I have no idea. I don't even remember who it
On
was.
to Greg.
Well, game 6, the ID, so we ended up going 5-0-1, being the first seed going in the top 8.
Woo.
Then there's Greg. What did you play against round 3?
Round 3, I played against Night March, which I was beating like the whole time, like I was winning the whole match. Like I should have won that match, and somehow he came back at the end, knocked out a Darkrai EX Breakpoint, and then I couldn't kill his Tapu Lele because it had a Fighting Fury belt on it, and I ended up losing to him. But it was a close match. And then the next round 4, I faced Turbo Turtle, which is Turbo Turtonator, and I pretty much wrecked that deck. And then I faced, it was a mirror match against Leticia, and I wrecked her.
Round 5, it was a
Yeah,
mirror.
that was round 5, and then round 6 I faced Landorus Manectric, which honestly I should have lost, but I won. And then I ended up going 4-2 and getting 12th place.
3, I played against Turbo Dark finally, and I just dunked them turn 2. They started with Yveltal, Oblivion Wing, and then a old Darkrai EX on the bench. They went first and they attached, and then a Dark Energy the active and a Fury Belt to the bench and just retreated. And then I was able to hit for 220 with Joltik and just get 11 Night Marchers in the discard pile turn 1 and take a knockout. And the next turn you just have to draw a pass, and I won. Game 4, I played against a mirror, and I ended up winning because I knew what deck he was playing beforehand, and I got to choose to go second. So I ended up winning that just by the prize trade. We were both kind of playing even. Then the next game I played against another mirror, and they knew what deck I was playing, and they went second, and it was kind of the same thing that happened. And then my final game I played against a third Night March mirror, and they also knew what deck I was playing, and they went second, but they weren't able to take a knockout.
So
first
did you
turn.
lose round 4?
Round 4, I won round 4, lost round 5, and then I won round 6.
Okay.
So I also ended up being 4-2, and I got in 16th place. So me and Greg got 20 points, and then Carter ended up moving on the top 4. Tell us about top 4.
Wait, I wasn't in top 4.
Top 8, sorry.
Oh my god, that was so terrible. I lost the first match because I dead drew, couldn't get my guardies out, couldn't
It's
get my
best of
rolls.
3 in top 4. He was playing against Night March, the guy I lost against in round 5.
Yeah, I kept like not being able to find my things, so...
Oh, we totally know what your things are.
Well, I'm playing
Explain.
Guardy, what do you expect?
What
Explain.
I couldn't hit a Bridget, which couldn't get me my Raltas, and I couldn't like, I was digging for them, but I couldn't hit them, and a lot of stuff happened, and basically I just lost that game because I got set up too late. I didn't get out a single Guardy.
In game 1.
Yeah, and then game 2 I kind of just like bopped him. He was kind of taking advantage of the thing. The thing I've noticed is with Night March you can just hit like bare minimum damage against Guardies since you're not really one-shotting them. He did one-shot me quite a lot, but like it's besides the point. Like third game. So second game he kept just like, I don't even remember. He just like, he was doing the general Night March things. He had a few bad Sycamores. Eventually I ended up winning just because like Guardy and I hit my Karens, and by this time I was noticing that my Octillery was like just crucial, like no exaggeration. It was completely necessary because I needed to be able to like draw into those Karens and the BS Seekers and whatever else to hit when I needed, because I needed Karen as often as possible while finding things. So I found out that like, oh hey, Octillery is completely necessary. Who would have guessed? In the third game, I hated that so much. He took a prize on my Alolan Vulpix. I had kind of a really bad Sycamore at the beginning, but eventually I ended up Twilight GXing it back. We were playing really fast that game, but surprisingly there weren't too many misplays. That happened. Okay, so I eventually got some of my stuff out. I realized that I don't really need to dig for the Bridget so much. I can just dig for like the supporters I need. Like I can Karen back a few Pokemon, and then like, oh yeah, I'll do that, and then I think like first turn I had a super dead hand, so I just hexed him, and surprisingly it ended up like working out. Wait, no, that was the second game. The third game, beginning, I had the bad Sycamore, then I just kept drawing.
And then time got called when you were...
Oh yeah, he had one prize, I had 5 left, but there was nothing he could have done. There was literally nothing. I had a Karen in hand. He didn't end me or anything, so I just Karened. All of his stuff was in the discard. He had a discard pile about yay big. I mean, not discard. That'd be ridiculous. Deck about like yay big, so he couldn't really do too much.
But because of prize cards and time being called, he ended up moving.
The situation at the end, he was turn 0, I was turn 1. I had fried pies. Right. 5. I had
What are fried pies?
I don't know, something you'd eat. I had 5 prizes left and he had 1, and the situation was he could knock out literally anything I had because he had 10 night merchants in the discard and a choice band.
I thought you said you Karened.
No. The situation was I had a VS Seeker in hand. I could Guzma up like EXs to take knockouts, or I could Karen. If I Karened, I could not get enough prizes. And if I Guzman, he'd just knock out whatever I had. I didn't have a field blower. I had no way to dig for a field blower. So there was not much I could have done at that point.
So yeah, you made top 4 and got 25 championship points.
Top 8.
Top 8, yeah, I keep saying. I'm used to seniors. And our local hero Alex Marks is in the finals playing Scoutland Vileplume, which is a weird way to say Trevenant.
Yeah, I can't wait to play Trevenant and just be a terrible person.
So we currently don't know how he's doing, but I don't think anybody really cares. But
yeah, if he wins, I'm gonna be super salty.
Same.
Because I have 40 points after today.
And I have
if he gets second, he'll get 40.
And I have 20.
And if he wins, he will get 50, which will put him over me, and I hate that.
So the 3 of us are kind of like we're the squad of people who just got into Masters.
And we're doing...
Well, the good squad of people. The somewhat decent squad of people who got into Masters.
From where we are? Charlie's not in Masters.
Charlie's not in Masters. Who else has graduated?
Only Connor, who went in the seniors.
Oh.
So Jacob...
I mean, they're like
Jacob
somewhat
and
younger
Charlie
Masters
and Connor
and
are all still seniors.
All of them suck.
So the 3 of us are going to be doing tournaments and stuff together. We're going to try to at least.
Yeah.
Are we just like the squad for tournaments now?
Yeah.
Nice.
And Jacob Turner for regionals.
Just for regionals.
He's not going to go to like a single tournament. He's going to be so worried.
And so that's going to conclude this. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know it's been a bajillion years since I posted a video, so
that's your fault.
Leave a like and subscribe.
We just
lost the road to 100.
Why do you think that happened, Jacob? Why do you think that happened?
Until next time, guys.
Why do you think that?
My shit, all the girls